tomorrow we'll be setting up tables, setting up tents, and moving shit that needs to be moved. And I got maybe a couple hours of painting to do.
There's a frost upon your field now, an early winter, all your red reflecting roses wilted black. You were staring at the ocean. Beyond the cliff's edge was a face you had forgotten, staring back. You don't know where you've been. There's a darkness on the hillside, closing in. If you can't outrun the night, there's a candle in my window, burning bright. You don't know where you've been. There's a darkness on the hillside, closing in. If you can't outrun the night, there's a candle in my window, burning bright.
Tomorrow is the fair, and the only thing that's giving me energy right now is sugar, but the sugar has a rebound effect, and it's also making me really tired. We just found out a few days ago that my hormones are effed. There's Mike. I'm not really sure if I'm doing this like vlogging right. There's Dave, my lovely husband. He's been fixing the trailer lights on the horse trailer, and I'm gonna be late. Anyway, Dave is charging the battery because he was fixing the trailer, and the truck is now dead. And so...
Because I've had the lights on all morning.
Because he was fixing the trailer.
Sorry, it happens.
That's my son, Kagan.
Oh, is there?
He's always hardworking. Oh, yay, the truck started. So we're going to look at a horse for Michaela, and then I have to get to a doctor's appointment, and then I have to get Benjamin to a horseback riding lesson. A little bit anxious and nervous, 2 reasons why. The horse we're going to look at I know more about than Dave, which means that I have to go, and so I'm going to be the one talking to the vet. He doesn't know I'm a medium. He's an older gentleman by the name of Charles Briggs, and anytime I go there I always get really dizzy because he has a lot of dead people, so it's always very stressful for me. And I don't tell him what I do because he's like an older farmer guy, so he'll probably think like I'm crazy. I'm always trying to meditate and be calm and relaxed so that I have control of the situation as best as I can. And I think I've also come to terms with I'm not always going to...
Sorry. I couldn't help it. You made that way too easy.
That was rude, and when I stopped filming, you are a dead man.
I couldn't help it. You made that way too easy.
He's dead later, and I'm not even worried about it because once he's gone, I can still talk to him on the other side. Brad and I are going to be seeing you on Saturdays and Sunday morning, right, Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay tuned. Did you know that this is the biggest outdoor psychic fair in North America held right here? I have a TV show called Mom's a Medium that airs on CMT and the OWN network here in Canada. There's so many things to love about this country, and this is just one more. There's over 36 psychics and mediums that come, vendors that come from all over Canada, and we have people that fly here from all over the place. In fact, we know we have a few guests here even coming from Newfoundland and New Brunswick and British Columbia. I mean, last year we had someone drive down from the Yukon. I'm going to show you throughout the day everything the fair has to offer. We'll go around and interview and do some things with vendors. We'll talk to some people who are here to teach children about using their intuition, and you're even going to see me talk to some spirits on the other side. I'm looking forward to showing you Canada's mediums and what we have to offer. We also ask that you give us an abundance of energy so that we can give those messages through love to those who need them. We also ask, Baird, that you send us just the right clients, just at the right time, those who specifically need to be with us for whatever purpose that you sent them to us. We ask, Baird, that you give us the trust, the wisdom, the knowledge, and the confidence to do our jobs today. We ask, Spirit, that you surround each and every one of us in a protective white circle of light, that we know lower energies or riffraff entering this light at any time. Only may those that come of love and light may enter and remain here. We ask, Spirit, that you surround all of our vendors, all of our employees, all of our volunteers, all of our property, that you surround everything here with nothing but love and light, so that the energy that flows here will be one of joy, peace, abundance, welcoming, love, and light. And so it is said, so will be, and so it is. A large portion of people who end up having addictions end up having those addictions because they're trying to numb pain. So the first thing is they're ashamed of who they are, which is what I write about in Truth of Spirit. So my addiction became trying to find the perfect relationship, but it also became sugar, chocolate, food, shopping, like anything, so I didn't have to focus on what was really going on inside my head. Megan and Wayne are extremely intuitive young men, but in their peers, it's something that would be like, you're what? You do what? Like, that's not normal, that's not right. So then, because you think you're crazy, and because you're trying to self-medicate panic and anxiety and the things that you might be suffering with, you'll tend to turn to drugs and to cocaine and to drinking to numb that pain. I think the biggest thing for people like that, I always talk about the online courses, so that way they feel like it's private, they can do it in the comfort of their own home, and really simple things for him, understanding how to ground himself, understanding about crystals and what crystals to wear, and healing treatments that you heard about today here would be amazing for someone like that, because there may be some trauma, because they get involved, they build up all this shame, then they get involved in the drugs, then they do things that they regret, then that creates guilt, then that's more shame, so then there's more drugs, and it's like this revolving circle that never seems to end. And how do you get off that? So seeking out healers, treatments, mediums, and those types of things would be really, really good for him. And the biggest thing I think that you can do as a mom that I can give you for advice is don't take on your children's life lessons. He came here, and if you take stuff away from him or on, I guarantee you he's going to get to the other side and walk up to you and go, thanks a lot. I came here to learn about addiction and how to be who I am. And if you rob him of that experience, he will need to come through and do it again.
You're a winner.
You're a winner.
This is Cora. Come on up.
Cora and Dan get to meet.
Son of your dog enjoys camping, canoeing, horseback riding, visiting family and friends.
Thank you so much. You brave too. Come with us over here, Tamara. You're going to take our bachelor and bachelorette. Oh, my envelope. Who did I think?
What?
I don't think so.
You doubt? Me of psychic? Who's that? Oh, it is!
You have a tattoo for him. He's acknowledging his tattoo, and you have one for your mom as well, correct? And they do want to let you know that they're together. They're acknowledging that. Your husband also says he fell in love with you because of your eyes. He says he fell in love with you because of your eyes. And you have children together, correct? And you have a child here with you today, correct? Okay, can you bring your child up? Come on, honey. Come on, let's talk to your daddy. He also wants me to talk about moving. Have you moved since his pass? He wants you to know that I've moved with you, and I'll always be with you, and I'll always stay with you. He talks about you were texting him or trying to phone him that night. He says, I'm glad you didn't come. You weren't meant to be there.
That's where the guilt comes from,
I know.
because 2 hours before he committed suicide, I had the thought that I should go find him.
I know. And he's trying to tell you that you weren't meant to be there. We pick when we come, and we pick when we go. And on a conscious level and on a subconscious level, you couldn't have stopped that. It's meant to happen the way that it was meant to happen. And he wants you to trust and understand that. He says you can't carry this with you anymore. It's going to ruin your life if you try and do that. He says today, right now, you have to believe in me and know that this was what happened. You couldn't have stopped it. There's just no way. And he's saying, I didn't want you there. I didn't want you to find me. I didn't want to be there. And you have to let him have that free will. do you take dance lessons or something?
She used to.
She used to. He wants you to dance for me. He says, tell my little girl to dance for you. She can bend and dance and sing and jump. He's acknowledging those things for you. Your husband also talks about being cremated. Is that right? And he says, thank you for knowing what I would have wanted. And do you wear his ashes?
Yeah.
Thank you. He says, I know that I'm hanging and I'm here and I'm with you and I'm around your neck. And did you get ashes for her as well? And he says, thank you for knowing that I'm here and that I'm with you. He talks about you talking to his picture, and he says, I know that you asked me to help you with things, or you call on me. He says, could you give me a little bit more time? Like, 5 minutes is not enough to get you the right thing. Like, I need more time than this, he says. He also wants to flirt with you. He tells me that your hair looks beautiful today. And he says one of the things he loved about you was your hair and your eyes. And he told you that all the time. He also talks about, did you move your bedroom into your mom's room? Does she sleep with you? Yeah, every night. He says, just move everything into mom's room. He says it's okay that you're sleeping with mom. He thanks you for keeping my shirts for her. He says those will be important to her. As she gets older, she'll need those. And he also says, tell you not to worry. You'll have a grandson named after him that will remind you of him to a T. Good and bad. Do you have questions for him?
I just want to make sure that he's happy with how everything, like how the funeral went.
Yeah, he was very detailed about thank you for doing everything the way you did. And was your husband a bigger guy?
At the end, yes.
Yeah, he talks about being bigger and not being healthy, and he says, I'm sorry I didn't go to the doctor. He talks about not taking care of his health, and he says, please be sure to do that. Please take care of yourself. It's important. And he says you can listen to certain songs and music. Did he listen to like rock music?
Yeah, sometimes.
I don't know why, but I hear a Pink Floyd song.
Almost.
And he's, okay, maybe it's not Pink
quite.
Floyd.
You have the color, well, not the color, but the closest color to it.
Pink Floyd. I don't know, but Terry, this spirit says shut that the hell off. Like, he is just irritated with this. He's like, somebody play like Pink Floyd or something. Like, I am not that kind of guy, he says.
It should actually be Prince.
Oh, Terry! Jesus, there's the message. Sorry. Terry is one of Prince. I don't even know how to put into words what kind of a fan like that Terry is over Prince.
He had his own.
And so he kept pointing to Terry, that music. Terry, talk to Terry about the music. Play Prince, Terry, for him, please. That's what it is. So get that shit off. Tell him to get that shit off, he says.
I was going to say one other question. The way we had a connection, it was huge. Like it was, I can't even give it words.
Yeah.
And I am sure that we've had a lot of lives together.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And in every lifetime, it doesn't mean that that's what happened. I mean, it could have been you in the last lifetime, and so you came here to be the other person in this lifetime. But is he your soulmate? 100%. And will he continue to guide you on the other side? Absolutely. But I also want you to know that the person that you're with now, he's drawn him into you. So you can give away your heart. You can have several soulmates. Everyone gets connected that we are only going to have one soulmate. Well, Dave is my soulmate, but my first husband, who was my abuser, was also my soulmate. He was meant to do the things he did so that I could be who I am today. Everyone should thank him. So you, absolutely, he is one of your soulmates.